Welcome to Rauta Previews Week 47 2020. This week, however, I have only a couple of bands due to the very fact that nothing really major has come out. That is, nothing really interesting to me. And because I do previews only on albums that made quite an impact on me, well, it shortens the list quite a bit. Anyway, let's take a look at these couple of bands which I wanted to talk about. First of them is a German band, it seems, called Auro. Now, if you take a look at Bandcamp for Auro, it will show you a totally different band, some kind of an experimental band. But this one is a black metal band, and as I was guessing, this is a German band. It sounds so German all the way. But the curious thing is, there is not much information. I mean, you pretty much have the Facebook site available at the moment anyway. And this album is supposed to be out actually today, 22nd of November. That is, if my information is correct. Now, on the band's Facebook page, you will see the basic information about the stuff. You will have these YouTube links and so forth, so that there's at least something you can listen to. But as you can pretty much see, the page is rather new. I mean, it was founded in, I don't know, August 2020 or so not much stuff, and which means not too many people are following the site. Very new band anyway, but at least I was liking to the digital promo I was listening to. It sounds so goddamn German. I mean, even before I had no information whatsoever where this band is coming from, everything kind of pointed to German. This so-called German black metal sound, and you get even more that feeling when you're listening to the actual riffs and melodies. I mean, it's raw sounding black metal, yeah, that's kind of a given, and it takes you back to the early 90s in so many ways. But what really points to kind of a modern German bands is the type of riffs and melodies they're using. And while there is nothing absolutely original as such, at least based on my first initial listening, I really started to like it. I mean, it probably takes a little bit of time to totally get immersed by the music, but at least there is something kind of I wouldn't maybe call it magical, but something very tempting with the music. And that is, in my opinion, something that makes me want to go back to this album. So this is supposedly the first release, or at least as far as I could understand about it. Not much information, so I could be wrong totally, but definitely something to keep your eyes on. Obviously, because this is a virtually unknown band to me, I have no previous connection to the band, and I'm not sure about the label either. I don't know if I will be reviewing later on, but at least something that you might want to check out. If that will be available for review, obviously I will do it. I will give it a proper review with the physical copy should it ever appear. In case not, well, at least now you know about the band. Very underground, it seems. So many ways, though they have this Facebook page. But the more interesting one comes from Greece, and it's Yoth Iria's debut album, which was originally set for December 2020 release, but it's now postponed to January 21. Why I wanted to mention this is for a couple of reasons. First of all, the new album sounds really good. I gave it a listen at the gym actually only a few days ago. And I was so much expecting this album because what really did the trick for me is this Under His Way EP that came out during the spring. And as you can see, I'm not the only one respecting the album. Here is 100% review for the release. And I was very much blown away during the spring when I was giving this EP a listen. I mean, it's like old school Greek black metal sounding release. I instantaneously fell in love with the release, and the more I listened to, I started even more liking it. And currently it's one of my favorites of the year. It really could be the release of the year, but I don't want to say that too much set in stone, because obviously things might change. We still have some 5-6 weeks to go through the albums that have gone during 2020. But anyway, Under His Way is so great. And As the Flame Withers seems to be totally well done continuation to that EP. And even though I only have one listen, on this album, I'm very convinced this will be high quality as well. Maybe this will be a grower as much as the EP before that. I don't know yet, but I'm very, very convinced that this will be one of their biggest, or, well, best releases in early 21. So definitely give this one a listen unless you're allergic to Greek black metal. I don't know why you would be, but in case you are. So two different very interesting releases coming quite soon. Auro in November already, and Yoth Iria in late January. So something to mark up on your calendar, maybe do some pre-order or at least listen to the music. I'm really hoping to review this when it comes out, so keep your eyes peeled and ears open, my friends. More previews, I hope, next week, and in case nothing interesting comes up, then it will be a review Sunday. Let's take a look at that when the time comes. Take care and have a great new week ahead.